Welcome to the channel. Long story short, government owes me money. So hello, I'm VA Living Dead, aka that person. Now VA Living Dead didn't EAS until May 7th, 2012. That means I didn't leave Marine Corps, military, until 2012. Everyone who leaves the military goes into the VA system, Veteran Affairs System, so they can get their health care, they can get their benefits, and, God forbid, if they need, recalled. Anyway, this was the first piece of paper I got in July 3rd, 2012, when the veterans of foreign war were supposed to do their jobs. Now, they could target me through their systems to ensure that I was their subject / victim / POA. Now, they could do that, and they can time travel, because they made a decision on my claim for service-connected compensation. Mind you, compensation means financials. But this decision also is a huge regard to my health care. On November 1st, 2011. So when they're making these judgments in 2011 with no records like this, of what's wrong with Matthew sheet. This is what's wrong with Matthew sheet. They didn't have that in 2011, so how could they make the decision when I didn't get in their healthcare system till May 8th, 2012? You see how that works? This is my EAS date. Next day, I'm in the Veteran Affairs system. I go from military to veteran within a day. But the VA fucked up the numbers. That's my whole issue with them. And why they owe me money. And how much money do they owe me? I don't know exactly, but I've calculated this much. $127,293. Because from 2018 till forever, including today, I'm good month to month. But from 2012 to 2018, I wasn't good month to month. And they were withholding my funds because of that wrongly entered date. Now, if that date was never there, this is what my table would look like. And all that green would be red. And I would have all my money and I wouldn't be here talking to you. This is how I came up with the amount I'm owed. See, after 2018, everything became 100%. So I went through and put 100% for every day I should have been paid 100% versus the actual. And then I added all the differences together to get that number. And that's how much they owe me for missing, well, more or less fucking up the dates, Because since they entered this, that would make my appeal date October 31st, 2012. So from November 1st, 2011 to October 31st, 2012, that's a whole year. That's the time I'd have to appeal any decisions they made that I thought were wrong. But if you go on this timeline, the real timeline, May 8th, 2012 to May 7th, 2013 is my full year. So if I entered date in, say, April 18th, 2013, yeah, that's a long time from that date, but it's still within a year. Not within that one, though, right? Okay, let's jump forward a second. So whenever I appealed to them, right, within the time frame. See how that April 18th still comes before May 7th, 2013? Yep, so all this should be back paid. I never got that. I got back paid from August 12th August 12th, 2014 to April 18th, 2013. Now that's great in almost a year, but it ain't all. It ain't all of it, right? This is what they did. Oh, we fucked up that much? Oh, here's your back pay. That's what they did. When they should have been, we fucked up that much? Here's your back pay. Back pay just means they didn't have I came in, sat down, hey, they asked what's wrong. What's wrong? Oh, here. My right shoulder hurts, my left shoulder hurts, my back is real fucked up. My knees ache, I have headaches, I have super anxiety, and I think I have sleep apnea. But, how that works is you report to them, and then you go through their testing. And if it's found out you do, in fact, suffer from what you're reporting, you get paid for the suffering. Because you took on that pain during service for the country. Is everyone in America going to donate you $1? No. So the VA handles that. And that's how you get your money dispersed and everything. But anyway. So April 18th, 2013 comes before May 7th, 2013. Right? Somehow we go from 20% to 70%. Isn't that crazy? 50%. 0% to 50%. And they said, yep, we made that decision on April 18th, 2013, right? Is April 18th before May 7th, 2013? So why didn't they go back to this date? I think it's because they had this date entered, which shorted me 6 months of my entitled 1 year to appeal all decisions. Now, why would the VA want to cut me short on appealing decisions? I don't know, but why were they targeting me in April of 2012 before I even EAS'd? I sent them the data up there before I discharged. The Marine, okay, so when I discharged, left, before you leave the Marine Corps, you have to go around a month prior and get all these signatures to make sure you turned everything in and everything's proper. So in April, I sat down with my admin team and they said, hey, report everything that you think you have and that's fucked up with you so we can forward it to the VA. So when you go home, they'll have all this prepared. I send them the information before I leave so they can prepare it for when I'm there. Right? Right. It's not like a bridge collapsed and you're waiting on the crane to get there to make a plan. No, you're making plans while the crane's in transport, right? I was in transport. You were pre-planning what to do. Okay. I should have just went in there, said what's wrong. You should have gave me the tests. You didn't. I went there, said it was wrong. You put down that, and you made a decision. Before I was even in your healthcare system. This is just the date. These are just the first 2 dates right here. And the VFW fucked it up. And this is evidence. And I don't know what court needs to hear this, but I'm being wrongly committed to fraudulent data by a healthcare provider. Those are huge violations. Huge. Millions dollars worth. Like when I get my money the VA owes me, I'm suing for $50 million in 2 separate cases. So by the end of this 12-year conspiracy that I've been subject to will be my retirement fund. And I'll be happy with that. Whatever. But anyway. So May 8th, 2012 plus 365 days is what? May 7th, 2013. What's a year plus this? October 31st, 2012. So if October 31st, 2012 was the expiration date I have to appeal any decisions because the system was entered with wrong information, that would explain why the April 18th stopped there. And I didn't get my back pay all the way to May 8th. Even though April 18th comes before May 7th. So when they made this decision, I'm appealing it. I have until May 7th, 2013 to appeal it. I appealed it in, they say April. I don't know if they made a decision April. I don't know if that's whenever I sent in the information. I don't know. But they made all this judgment in August 2012. They said they got it in April 2013. April 2013 to August 2014 is more than a year. Why did they get this in April and wait more than a year? You understand? August 25th, 2013 would have been a couple months after this. So they took a year plus. And then they're like, oh shit. Right? But anyway, all this is 100 now. And it should be back paid till May 8th, 2012. Not April 18th. April 18th is just a date the VA made up. And in here, it doesn't give an answer why it didn't go back to May 8th, 2012. It's just, oh, we opened new accounts in your name. So if this account is no longer open, please notify. This is a fucking coded message that says if anyone's entering this file, please notify us. So we can have our asses covered and be able to answer any questions you have. Because we fucked up. This is a cover-up. So they get that, right? Because the automated system of a year kicked in for this date, which would be October 31st, 2012. So when they get this in April 2013, 300 and some days after this. Not 365, but 300 and some days after May 8th, 2012. It's still within a year. It's not May 7th yet. If it was anything May 7th, 2013 or beyond, yeah, that would be out of the year frame. But again, let's go back to their reality because there's two realities in this folder. So October 31st, 2012. They made a decision after that date. So they had to close the old folder account and make a new account. They closed this old account, made a new account, set it up in 2014, backrated me till 2013, even though it should have went to 2012. And then they left this message coded in here for everyone, not me. If you're tampering in this account, notify us. It's a liability. And we have a lot to explain to you that we didn't put on the paper, blah, 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 blah. They went from 0 to 50% anxiety. This rating, instead of saying that date, should say that date. And I should have had my money, which is part of this. So now if they would have did what they were supposed to, I would have had, I'm missing $28,000 because they fucked up the dates. 6 months. They fucked with my schedule for 6 months and made me lose that amount of money. From 2012 to 2014, they withheld that amount of money from me. $28,534. What did they do with it? Hello. Anyway, this is just part one. This is like an overall preview of the binder that I had to make for the 12-year conspiracy. There's more than one error in here. All that's highlighted ties into errors. But anyway, I'm just going to go this week and break down some of the issues and upload it on VA Living Dead. This one is just about, it's a preview. Tomorrow, I'll do the dates, and hopefully I can keep these videos to like 2 minutes apiece. This one's going to be the longest, because I'm just starting. And this is the intro. How copy. Over.